Nation, my people from all over, welcome back to the channel. For everybody who's first time tuning in, please like, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell, y'all. That way, every time I drop something new, you'll be one of the first to get it. And please share this content, man. Hit that thumbs up. I appreciate that. So anyway, let me get right into this. It's been a minute, y'all, but I'm back. I'll be doing different things. Like I said, I get in when I fit in, how I can, when I can. That's all it is to it. All right, so tonight, y'all know it's playoff time. The Lakers got the first win. I'm cool with that. I mean, we got to do it again tomorrow night. The Clippers did their thing. I'm not a Clipper fan, but they did that. You know what I mean? But it's a trip when I speak of the Clippers and Westbrook. I'm always happy for Westbrook. I love Westbrook. You know what I mean? I wish it would have worked out for him as a Laker, but it didn't work. So people tend to say, like, the Lakers, fuck the Lakers. They didn't disrespect the Westbrook. They didn't disrespect Westbrook, man. It just wasn't the right fit. Westbrook with the Lakers just wasn't the right fit. And that's how it is in life, y'all. Sometimes certain things just not the right fit. You can be with these people, the homies from the hood, whoever. Certain people's just not the right fit for you. You do better with other people. You know what I mean? You just because he's a Laker fan, just because you're from the same hood, don't mean that it's automatically a good fit. It's not always a good fit. So sometimes we fucking with people, we forcing relationships, we forcing friendships, we forcing bonds with people is just not the right fit. You know what I mean? We don't mix, you know what I mean? Water and oil type stuff. His energy might not may be compatible to my energy. So it just don't fit, man. We cannot make it fit because we from the same hood. You cannot make it fit because we from the same team. Some of us just do not fit. So let me get into this story with y'all. All right, so in two other stories I told y'all about me being in a cell with Bloods, right? And this right here story should have been first because this was really the first encounter somewhat. And this one right here was different. This one right here takes place back in 1991. I was in the LA County Jail. At the time, I was doing time in Old Folsom State Prison. So I came down to court on a child custody case in 91. So when I come down to the county at this time, before I had left the county, I had left like in 89. I had left in 89. So when I left in 89, the LA County Jail, it wasn't common that you was gonna run across a whole bunch of Bloods on the main line. It was, at that time, the LA County Jail main line was just full of Crips or full of people who just said cuz. It wasn't gonna run across a bunch of Bloods like that. Then, while I was gone, but at that time when I left in 89, I was also in the Crip module. But the main line was the main line. People out there, you go to court, you see people, you got homies out there, you know what's going on in the main line, even though we was in the gang module. Now, from 89, I leave, I come back down in 91 on child custody case. So I'm back in the county jail. Now, when I get down here, I hear about this snitch dude that's on the main line. That's this cat that was from my hood that told on the homies. So I was like, I'm finna get this nigga. And I was hearing about what homies was down here. At this time, a lot of people that was in the county back in like late 91, 92 knew about a bunch of the Raymonds got called down from the pen. The homies called them down, Whack, Ben Dog, Termite them. All the homies came down for the homies case. So it might have been like 15 Raymonds came down from the pen. At this time, that was like 92. I was in the shoe at this time. But this happens before that. So I come down and I'm hearing about this dude that's on the main line around here and he's still claiming the hood. And I know about who he told on. So I'm finna put in some work. So I come down, I make me a little piece of burner. I got some little plastic shit I make at the time. I'm in like 2,500. I think it was still the pro per side, but I was in a single cell over 2,500. So I got me some little plastic, heat some shit up, make me a little burner. So I'm trying to catch this cat. I want to put in some work on this dude because I hear he down here. Now, my homie Rip Dog, rest in peace, he was in the pre-hole. And I think what it was, the pre-hole had a door or something right there that's connected to 2,500. So if you're at that door, people can holler from that cell, you can hear them. So the homie was hollering. Somebody told me, hey, homie, you from Raymond? Your homie Rip Dog wants you at the door. So I'm talking to the homie Rip. Rip, tell me where this dude is at. He's down here on the main line somewhere. Yeah, it's that cuz is out here floating around. Woo, woo, woo. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to try to get this nigga while I'm down here. Now, at the time, a lot of stuff, you could be in the county jail, you could bust on somebody and get away with it easier than you can in the pen. A lot of times you could bust on somebody in the county back then and don't get no charges filed on you. Like, at least at that time it wasn't. So, it was nothing to go hit this nigga. That was my plan. So I got my little piece. I'm running around trying to find this dude. I don't catch this dude out. He in different modules. Every time I get around there, he's not in that module. He's in a different module. So trying to find him, I could never find him. And so in the process, I get pulled over because I'm roaming through the hallways. I get pulled over, but they don't find a little piece of strap I had. I dumped that off. So they pull me over there so they catch me from roaming. So what they do, they send me to the pre-hold. So now I'm going to the pre-hole over here, which is the same place where my homie Rip Dog was at. So now I'm coming up in the pre-hole. Coincidentally, I end up in the cell right next to the homie. Now, I hadn't seen the homie Rip in a while. Me and Rip got a long history. We go back. I'm going to tell y'all stories about Rip later, but me and Rip got a long history. That's one of my day ones. Rest in peace to my homie Rip Dog. So I go in the pre-hole. I'm right next to Rip. And he's like, cool. So we going over our shit, talking all night. And then here the keys coming in the pre-hole. Somebody's coming down the thing. They open up I guess it's 2M, 4M. I don't know what the exact number was in the pre-hole. So here come this dude coming down the tier with a bedroll. So it's this light-skinned cat, like he could have been mixed or something. I don't know where he was from, but he come in front of my cell, right? And I'm like, what's up, cuz, you from? And the nigga said, Compton, Piru. But he said Compton with the B. He like, Compton, Piru. And I'm like, nigga, Raymond Avenue Crip, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because the way he banged on me, he just like, Compton, Piru. I'm like, nigga, Raymond Avenue Crip, nigga. And so they like, so you ain't coming up in here, nigga. And he like, watch. And the nigga had a big ass CK on his arm. So for one thing, right, I could live in a cell with some bloods in the pen. This LA County Jail at the time, 1991. I can live in the cell with bloods in prison. In the pen, I did many times. And but I can't be in the cell with somebody who got a big ass eye buster on his arm. Every time I turn around and watch this nigga come down the top bunk or something, he got this big ass CK on his arm. I can't live like that. I can't live with nobody who got nothing. My hood, definitely my hood whacked out. That was never going to happen. But just have stuff whacked out. I couldn't even really be in the cell with somebody who had my allies whacked out like that. That's not happening, bro. You're not going to be in here and have neighborhood crossed out or no other O's or East Coast or none of my allies. That's not happening, bro. That's not happening. I just can't do it. You don't got that on you and you in here for a minute, okay, that's cool. You know what I mean? But you're not finna be busting my eye every time I turn around. Then not only that, the nigga banged on me hard. I hit him up because it's 1991. I'm young. I'm like 21 at the time. I'm coming down from Folsom. I got that mentality. Nigga, I'm down here from Folsom. That's how we tend to do. You come down from the pen to the county jail because you're dealing with niggas who never been to the pen yet. So they see a nigga coming down from the pen. They got that look like, okay, he coming down from Folsom. So we walk with a little different swagger. We tend to do that. Everybody done done it. Everybody come down to the pen. Niggas in the county jail right now and came down from the pen and they stand in their position and they self a whole lot different than everybody else in there because they came down from the pen. And the mentality is different. Because you've been living in the pen, you live in a different environment where the structure is rules, regulations, and the county is wild. So you coming down and you kind of got this, right? So, being that I'm in a pre-hole and you come into my cell and the way you push down here, and like, what's up, cuz, you from? That's what you gonna do. They gonna do the same. What's up, blood, where you from? And that nigga like Compton, Piru. That nigga gave me that look like, nigga, let's Compton, Piru, nigga. And I'm like, nigga, Raymond Avenue Crip, nigga, what's happening? You know what I mean? And the doors open and I just got off on that nigga. We just locked up right there. We just squabbled up and they came, separated. It was over. That was it. You know what I mean? But like I said, the squabble, I came out and just took off because that's what a nigga's supposed to do. Nigga, you just dissed me behind. I mean, you didn't diss me, but look. I come up at a time when you didn't say Compton with a B like that. Back in those days, it was like, Crip, it was active. You know what I mean? It's different now. It's more accepted now. We're talking about back in it's 91. But the way you said, nigga, Compton, Piru, nigga, you know what I'm saying? So I had to give it up back. Nigga, like, all right. And I'm not gonna say I just fucked over dude. And he can't say he fucked over me. We just locked up. You know what I mean? It's one of them. And hey, cut it out. I had to cut it out. But the homie Rip was right there through the bars looking like, get him cut, all that old kind of shit, you know what I mean? But it was just a squabble. He was like, it's nothing. That's just gangbang. That's how it is. But I could not be in a cell with somebody who had that on them and the way you approached me. And the way, I guess I did bang because I hit him up, where you from, nigga? You know what I'm saying? And that nigga just like, nigga, Compton, Piru, nigga. But that's what he's supposed to do. So I'm not mad at him for doing that. But whoever he is, I don't remember dude now. I don't even know which Piru said he was from. I never found none of that out. But he only just, he came, did his shit. I did my shit. Respect, you know what I mean? That's gangbanging. That's what we do. That's the life we live. You active in the county jail. You active in the prison. That's how it is. That's how it was. And like I said, this is a time when now, like I said, 91, now it's bloods all on the main lines this time. So like I said, before I left in 89, it wasn't like that. So me moving around the county jail already, I'm like kind of like, Because I'm hearing about stories about Bloods tripping on the main line. I hear about the Bloods taking off with some Crip niggas, different places in there. So I'm already got the mentality like, nigga, you down here in the war zone. These niggas is gangbang. These niggas on some Crip and Blood shit. Whereas I just left the prison. We ain't on no Crip and Blood shit. We are who we are, but in prison, we like, nigga, we black, nigga. Boom, red, black, green. Salute to my people. You know what I mean? But still, I'm in LA County Jail now, and this motherfucker's turned up, and niggas be set tripping in here. So I'm like, nah, nigga. And I see that big ass CK on this nigga arm, nigga. You not coming in this motherfucker with me, nigga. That's just not happening. It didn't happen. We squabbled up. That was it. I think the next night or that late on that night, the next night I caught the chain, went back to the pen, and that was that. So that was another time I had a situation with putting the blood in my cell. That time it didn't happen. That was them putting it in my cell instead of me putting them in this cell. However, if I would have approached those other dudes the same way dude did me, I'm sure Junebug from Bounty Hunter would threw that hot grease in my face. Nigga would have lit me up, probably would have hit me with the thing, ding, blood, nigga. I would have just banged, like that Raymond Avenue Crip, like, nigga. If I would have banged on him at the door, it wouldn't happen like that. Or if I would have had a situation like that where I banged on the homie D-Dog from Black P Stone, it wouldn't have happened like that. It would have been similar to that. You know what I mean? So I went respectfully because of where I was at. It was different time, different place, because it's prison. However, when that niggas didn't hit me up like, where you from, blood? Nigga didn't bang on me like that. Niggas like, hey, where you from? Because that's prison. Prison is different from the county jail. The county jail is wild. But I wasn't having it. And I got another story about me being in the cell with another Piru that turned out to be one of my best friends to this day. And I'll tell y'all about that another time. Until then, man, support that Black Fuse channel, man. If y'all haven't tuned in already, Black Fuse TV. Also, support our own Each One Teach One, man. And remember, bro, whatever you're doing in life, stop forcing friendships. Stop forcing bonds with people that really ain't really right for you. Some people ain't for you. Some people ain't for us, period. So we got to let that be. I don't care where you from. I don't care if you're from my hood. Sometimes it could be the blood dude. You're a Crip. This blood dude can be really the one for you. You're a blood. Sometimes this Crip dude can be the one that's really for you. You don't even know because we got this tribalism going on, this separation, this stuff that's between us that's not allowing us to grow and understand each other. But prison allow us to do that. That's why they say sometimes you got to break yourself. No, ain't no sometimes you got to break yourself. You got to put yourself in different situations to grow. And a lot of times when you isolated by yourself, your best thoughts come to you. You grow more like that because now you got more time to think. And then when you isolated and you isolated with another individual from somewhere that you don't like, you thought you didn't like, you thought they don't like you because you never gave that person a chance to get to know you or yourself a chance to get to know him or her, whatever. Check it out. Make changes in our life and understand we can't continue to do the same thing we did all the time. We got to move on from that. And we can't be with people all the time that want to just do the same thing we did all the time back in the days. Back in the days is back in the days. It's good to tell stories about it. It's cool to tell stories about it, but we can't relive that shit. We can't keep going backwards and expect to get further and expect greater results because we're going backwards. We're running our laps backwards when we should be running our laps forward. You have a blessed day. Stay focused. Go Lakers.
So this right here, y'all, is the Black Fuse app, the social media right here. See, I got my account, Coach Zoe. You can check me out. I got a lot of content on here. I'm stay adding more, but check it out though. Black Fuse. Let's see. Yeah, the Lakers won tonight. So it is. It's just like a damn Facebook in a sense. This part right here is, but he also got Black Fuse TV. So, man, just, support the movement. New pictures I just posted. Me and homies the other night. You can check out these flicks and more on Black Fuse. Support the movement the same way we supported these other channels. And you don't gotta be just black, man, to support this channel, to get involved with this channel. This everybody. It's just by a black man. So let's respect that. Support that movement. Yeah, so log on, y'all. Create an account. Black Fuse. Check it out.